So this question has to do with algebra when we are changing words into maths, basically. Water is pumped into a container through two pipes. For each pipe, the water is pumped at a constant rate. So we have some form of a container, don't know what shape, and then there is one pipe that goes and the second pipe that goes, and the water flow. Okay. A pipe A can fill the container in 18 minutes. So if it was only one pipe, it will take 18 minutes to fill that in. And then they are saying pipe B needs 15 minutes. So we have another pipe and alone 15 minutes. Well, obviously, pipe B can do it quicker. The container is empty. Water is then pumped into the container through two pipes. Okay, so that's the situation. One goes slower, one goes faster. After 5 minutes, pipe A becomes blocked, so that the water no longer comes in through pipe A. Water continues to come in through pipe B until the container is full. So what happens? Here we have a situation when for 5 minutes, a part of the container is filled. That takes 5 minutes. And then we don't have, so pipe B, so let's remove that. We don't have that. And then after that 5 minutes, so the water is here. And after 5 minutes, only pipe B is left to fill the rest of the container. Find the total length of time taken to fill the container. Give your answer in minutes and seconds. Now, here they are giving us a hint. First, find a fraction of the tank that each pipe fills in 1 minute. Now, that hint is a little bit, how will I say, deceiving in a way, because we don't really actually have to think about 1 minute, how much is filled in 1 minute. And funny enough, official solution doesn't do that either. But let's have a look. How are we going to do that? The idea of the fraction, the idea of how much of the tank is filled is a good idea. So here we are saying, well, in 5 minutes, how much is the container filled? So we can think about, let's say, 10%. And obviously that means a fraction, isn't it? Because that's how we get the percentage. So that's the reason why we appoint it into a fraction. Fraction means what? A part of a container is filled. At the bottom of the fraction, I have the full container, and on the top of the fraction, I have only part of container that is filled. And then in the next stage, so whatever the remaining part of the container is filled, that does pipe B. Well, so first of all, let's consider, well, how much container is filled in 5 minutes. So out of the whole container, we don't have the volume of the container. We don't have anything. All we know that pipe A can fill it in 18 minutes. So out of full container, 18 minutes, we only take in 5. So a slightly different idea, different concept. So that does pipe A, and pipe B does what? 5 minutes out of what? 15. So that's pipe B. So that's how much we know is filled in the first 5 minutes. So when we add up those two fractions, we're going to end up with 11 over 18. So this is the part of the container that's my first 5 minutes. So how much of the container is left over? Well, if we are expressing it as a fraction, meaning percentage, right? So we can say out of one full container, we filled in 11 over 18. So what are we left over here with? Again, we put that in the calculator and we get 7 over 18. So for this part of the container, we have only pipe B. So how long will it take? Because we know this part, 5 minutes. The question is, how long will this part take to fill in? So how do we do that? So we are saying I have 7 over 18 part of tank, and that the question is how much time it will take. And what do I know about time and container that has to do with pipe B? I know that one tank can be filled in what time? 15 minutes of time. So that's basically the idea we are looking at. So once we have that, how do we solve it? We cross multiply it, isn't it? 7 over 18 multiplied by 15 will give me the time I need. And when we put that in the calculator, we get 5.83. Now, the time here is expressed in what way? In minutes, isn't it? So that means 5.83 minutes. Our answer have to come in minutes and seconds. So I just need to change this part to seconds. How do we do that? Well, 60 seconds, it's 1 minute. We multiply that by 0.83 of that 60, and we get that that is 50 seconds. So that means 5 minutes, 2 pipes, and then plus 5 minutes and 50, I shouldn't put 0.5 because that's not what we mean. So 5 minutes and 50 seconds. So that means together 10 minutes and 50 seconds it takes to fill the whole container. But that's what I'm saying. Question like that, you start analyzing what is given to you. And even if you can do one part of it, you're going to get your marks. Now, obviously, to take it to the end, that is a little bit more difficult. And in higher level, we don't really do this type of calculation, but they're extremely common in ordinary level. But it's a great way of solving any kind of conversion.